Good afternoon and welcome to this edition of In My Joepinion with your host, Joe Eberlein here, reporting live from Irvine, California on April 18th, 2013, bringing you another fun sports topic for the day. Today's topic features the NBA Individual Regular Season Awards. First one I'm going to go over is the NBA Coach of the Year. I think that the honor should go to the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, Mark Jackson, in his second season, first full season coaching the Golden State Warriors, being that last year was shortened by the lockout. Mark Jackson took the Golden State Warriors, who went 23 and 43 last season in that shortened season, to 45 and 37 this year. Well done, Mark. Others worthy of mention certainly would be the head coach of the Miami Heat, Eric Spoelstra, for leading them to a franchise record 66 wins in one season, as well as Mike Woodson, the head coach of the New York Knicks. I'm not just saying this because I am a New York Knicks fan, but Mike Woodson has led that team to their first Atlantic Division title since 1994, and here in 2013, 19 years later, they can say they're Atlantic Division champs again, and they have aspirations of reaching the NBA Finals and possibly winning it this year. And last time in 1994, when they did win it, they did go to the NBA Finals and were done in 7 games by the Houston Rockets. But my pick, and I will stand by it, I have no problem in doing so, is Mark Jackson. Well deserved, Mark. I really hope that you do get it. Next one, I'm going to go with Sixth Man of the Year. J.R. Smith of the New York Knicks, his stat line reads this: averaging 18.1 points per game with 2.7 assists and 5.3 rebounds. Definitely a career year for J.R., who admitted that last year the New York nightlife got to him a little bit, and that this year he's a little bit more focused. He was also in a contract year, so that may have had something to do with it. But the way JR came on the last 3 weeks of the season, absolutely incredible, and has formed a very unique 1-2 punch for the New York Knicks, not just him, but with Carmelo Anthony, being that JR comes off the bench. So JR, great season, regardless of whether or not you win the award. Well deserved to be put in the conversation, as well as with other guys such as Jamal Crawford, currently the reigning champion of that award, and Kevin Martin for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, for the most improved player of the year, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Although I think the clear-cut winner is Paul George. You look at other guys like the center from the Milwaukee Bucks, Larry Sanders, out of Virginia Commonwealth University, and James Harden. You can make a great argument for him, being that he was 5th in the NBA in scoring this year. However, this was his first year of starting at the shooting guard position. Therefore, you should expect his numbers to be inflated a little bit more. So, once again, James Harden, great season. And by the way, you were the reigning Sixth Man of the Year. Sorry about that. Not Jamal Crawford. You were the reigning Sixth Man of the Year. But a great season for you, James. But Paul George, when I look at him and I see what he has done now in his 3rd season in the NBA, averaging in his career 12.3 points a game, but this year averaged 17.4 with 4.1 assists per game and 7.6 rebounds per game, well above his career average in those 3 categories. Paul, congratulations on a great season, and I expect you to be named the most improved player of the year. As for Defensive Player of the Year, there are many great defensive players in this league with many great intangibles. You know, you look at centers such as Marc Gasol and the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Tyson Chandler. But I look at a guy like LeBron James, I see what he can do. He can guard every single position on the court. He's got length, he's got size, he's got speed, you name it. LeBron James, he can do it all. I mean, his athleticism is unlike anything we have ever seen in any sport. But I'm actually going to say I would put Larry Sanders ahead of him. And in particular, I'm going to give the award to Serge Ibaka. That is my pick, averaging more than 3 blocks per game, hence rightfully earning the name Ibaka. Serge, you've got some very stiff competition for the award, but I do think that you are the most deserving recipient of it. So good luck to you, and good luck to your Oklahoma City Thunder, because I am picking you to represent the Western Conference in the NBA Finals for the 2nd consecutive season. And now for Rookie of the Year, there are only really 2 names that I feel are even close in the conversation. The winner is by far Damian Lillard, the 6th pick out of Weber State by the Portland Trail Blazers. I mean, just absolutely sensationally tied the team's record for 181 three-pointers with former point guard Damon Stoudemire. Anthony Davis, everybody assumed, including myself, that he was going to be the #1 overall pick or not the number one overall pick, but the runaway favorite to win Rookie of the Year. He did sustain some injuries, but he did show that he can have an impact when he's out in the court. But Damian Lillard averaging close to 19 points a game, 6 assists a game. I mean, this guy's special. In Portland, despite ending your season dropping 13 straight, I think it's fair to say that you do have one bright spot, if not two, being LaMarcus Aldridge as well. But you have a very, very bright future ahead as long as you can keep Damian Lillard healthy. So, Damian, congratulations on a great season. There's no doubt you're the runaway favorite for this award. Now for the MVP, which stands for Most Valuable Player. LeBron James, there's no doubt about it. This one's yours again for the fourth time in the last 5 years. I mean, your player efficiency rating, you do it better than anybody else that I have ever seen. Kobe Bryant, hats off to you, 5-time champion, 1-time MVP, and a 15-time All-Star, for putting the team on your back the way you did before rupturing your Achilles against the Golden State Warriors last Friday at the Staples Center on April 12th. Get well soon. Hope your recovery is going well from surgery. Carmelo Anthony, I'm a New York Knicks fan. You know how big of a fan I am of you ever since your freshman and only year at Syracuse, leading them to the national championship in 2013, winning your first scoring title this year. You certainly had a great season. You have nothing to be ashamed of, but you shot the ball 5 more times a game than LeBron James did, and you averaged just 2 more points a game than he did. His efficiency rating, shooting over 40% from beyond the arc, as well as a field goal percentage of 56.5%, and averaging 26.7 points per game, over 7 rebounds a game, and over 7 assists a game for the entire year. Plus your defense, LeBron. Again, like I said, you can defend anybody. You can get to anywhere on the floor. You're just absolutely amazing. So congratulations on now your 4th MVP. So once again, everybody, reporting live from Irvine, California with another edition of In My Joepinion, and your host, Joe Eberlein. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day, everyone.